What is good, guys, and welcome to episode 9 of the Evo 5 build. It's Ollie back on the Project Race Car YouTube channel. Hopefully today we should be able to get the engine completely sealed and finished off, because massive thanks to Farhan Khan, we've got the oil pump and the Tomei baffle plates and a few other different bits and bobs that we needed to finish this thing off. So no waffle from me to begin with, let's go ahead and get right into doing it. One thing I've been wanting to do for quite a while now is replace these horrible looking studs. Now, yeah, the head's painted, but the studs with the, well, these aren't the original nuts, but with the nuts that I would use, they just don't look very good. So, regrettably, I mean, yeah, I spent 130 quid on these, but these are Mambatech stud kit. Well, this is a Mambatech stud kit, and it's a full manifold and turbo stud kit to replace the studs that go in the turbo, of which 2 of mine are snapped anyway. So I kind of needed these, but I am going to get a new hot side for this turbo because it is cracked. But these have 12-point nuts, and they look much better than the standard 6 points. So we're going to rock these, and they've also got the nice stainless steel studs, so they shouldn't corrode, they shouldn't start looking disgusting like these. Believe it or not, this replacement actually makes a hell of a difference once it's all back in the car. You may not believe it, but trust me, it does. I was going to get JD Customs ones, but they're just way out of my price range for a stud kit, so these are what I ended up with. They're stainless and they look really nice, so we're going to install them now. One thing I am going to say about replacing these exhaust studs is that they do go into the water jackets inside the head. Some of them do. So it is essential that you buy some form of like either Loctite or thread sealant. The reason I bought this is because it does both, to seal the new threads in when you put the new studs in, because otherwise you will have a very slow water leak around the threads. So just a top tip for you guys that are trying to do this yourselves, just make sure that you buy some form of thread sealant. Now this is something that I can't stress enough, you pretty much need when you're building one of these engines. You can do it without it, loads of people do it without it, however it's 25 quid, and for the sake of 25 quid it's worth that in the effort that it takes to do this job without this kit. So this is a CD kit, it's 25 quid. You've got a long threaded bar which goes down through here somewhere, and you've also got the 8mm pin that locks the lower balance shaft, which is also the oil pump drive pulley. So just to save yourself the hassle and buy one of these kits, it's just much better and much easier once you've got the kit. So I've already cracked it loose, but there is a 14mm bolt that goes into the block right there, and then you want to take the 8mm bar. You want to make sure that the sprocket pulley mark is lined up, and you can put the tool in just like that. Once you've lined everything up and all of the timing marks are in line, so you've got the two that line up with the rocker cover at the top, and then you've got the one on the trigger plate that lines up with the dimple on the back of the oil pump. You've got the sprocket dot that lines up, and we also pinned it on the other side as well. And you've got the angle, the triangle that points to the notch in the oil pump for the balance shaft. You can remove, and you've got tension on it, you can remove all the timing tools and make sure that everything is removed. And then one of the most important things you should always do when you're building an engine or doing a timing belt or anything like that, put a bar on the bottom sprocket pulley and spin the engine over. And spin it over several times until you line all of the timing marks back up again. So because these are geared differently, you've got to do a certain amount of rotations for this bottom oil pump to line back up again. And I think it's something like 3 or 4 turns, yeah, there. So now you can check, both in line, in line, in line, in line. So we're all good now. Pull the pin on that, and then that will keep permanent tension on all of this once it fires up and starts running. So I have to excuse the noise from the washing machine and stuff, but I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but this is probably the only part of the oiling system that I am actually reusing, and this is the oil filter housing. Oil filter screws onto there. Basically all I need to do is I need to clean this up. I've fully stripped it down. I've taken all of the parts, including the piston and everything out of it, and it all needs to be thoroughly cleaned down because it's pretty manky, and I don't really want any crap that may well have got caught in here being recirced through my new bearings and everything. So I'm going to definitely give this a very thorough clean and Okay, so that is going to wrap it up for this episode of the Evo rebuild. Yes, if you can notice it, I had a bit of an accident at work and I smacked myself in the face with a spanner, so that, I guess, makes me the spanner. But yes, thank you very much for checking out this episode, and I can't speak because of it. Thank you very much for checking out this episode, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned for episode 10, because I'm going to let you into a little secret. Something big happens in episode 10. So, yes, without further ado, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.